Welcome to another episode of Tonic Time with Terrance. I'm Terrance Tittleberry, your host. And I'm here to tell you that this episode is going to be of the utmost quality. Only the finest guests with the finest talents. We're going to have music and singing. We're going to have informative sections. We're going to have wonderful comedy, not that craziness that happened last time. My staff has reassured me that this is going to be the high-class show that I always intended Tonic Time to be. Now, everyone, go to your bars, fix you a gin and tonic, and hurry back for the show. Wonderful. Oh, what have we here? More breaking news! Oh, I hope it's nothing as dire as a puppy setting a house on fire as it last time. Let's see. Rats trained to drive tiny cars find it relaxing, scientists report. Relaxing? Why are we teaching rats how to drive tiny cars in the first place? Do we really want relaxed rats? Well, scientists devised this little car for rats to drive around the lab, and they tested them later to see if they were more relaxed or more stressed from the driving. What they forget to tell you is that they were fed Fruit Loops as a reward for driving the car. Now, was it the driving that made them more relaxed? Or was it the Fruit Loops that made them more relaxed? Oh, Fruit Loops are so divine. Anyway, this leads me to think, why are we trying to give rats self-actualization and pleasure and relaxation by driving cars? Do you really want little rats driving cars down your road, on your avenues, on your freeways, on your streets and roads and... Oh! No, I don't think so. I don't think I want rodents going up and down my road at all. They'd probably be honk, honk, honk all the time. Oh. But it only leads to one thing. If we have rats and cars driving down our roads, we might have mice on motorcycles. We might have gerbils and jeeps. But then again, we have been dealing with rodents driving for quite a while now. In fact, we've had hamsters driving Kias for years. Oh, I don't think we should have rodents driving cars. I'm sorry, scientists, you have better things to work on, like teaching people how to drive. Oh, what is this? A turn signal? I've never heard of such a thing. Courage, people, not rats, and drive!
Welcome to Spirited Spirits. I'm your host, Phineas Farley, and I was the bartender for the royal family for many a year. Not the royal family you may be thinking of, but Queen Victoria's family in the 1800s. I held this position until 1863 when I died of consumption, as many well did. You may think consumption is eating a chicken McNugget at McDonald's or a Big Mac or a Whopper or whatever nasty food you eat now. But consumption then was another nicer name for tuberculosis. Not a nice way to die. But still, even after 1863, I kept up on the latest trends in cocktails, and today's cocktail is the Tom Collins. Tom Collins is basically a gin lemonade with fizz. A very classic cocktail, and I will teach you how to make.
The history of the Tom Collins. Though a very popular drink, the exact origins is unknown. The modern recipe is by Jerry Thomas in 1876 in his Bartender's Guide. It was a variation on the John Collins, a British drink that had dry gin. replace the dry gin with Old Tom Sweetened Gin, and John becomes Tom. Also popular in before the Tom Collins was the gin punch with no bubbles added, and also the gin fizz with no sugar added.
Now, before I fix it, one more thing. There was the great Tom Collins hook of 1874. Now, this happened mainly in New York and Philadelphia, but it was a practical joke that was going wild across the cities. First, one person would say to the other, "Oh, that Tom Collins, he's saying lots of bad things about you." The other person says, "Tom Collins, I don't know him. I must find him and beat him to a pulp." And then the jokester would say, "Oh, he's over in that bar. You can find him there." So the man being played tricks on goes, "Oh, up to the bar. Where is Tom Collins?" And lo and behold, the bartender hands him a drink. It says, "There he is." Now for the ingredients for a perfect Tom Collins. A highball glass full of ice. 2 ounces of the finest gin. 1 ounce of simple syrup. The juice of half a lemon. A splash of club soda. A garnish, a cherry, and a lemon wedge. And finally a straw to stir and enjoy your cocktail. Lastly, I want to go back to the great hoax of 1874. This hoax was so popular that many a songwriters wrote songs about Tom Collins and the great hoax. Many songs sung on vaudeville and Broadway. And I have learned one for you today. To take us out of the show, let me sing it for you. Tom Collins wants to see you, he says you're a deadbeat. Tom Collins, you must know him, your daughter he did meet. He took her to that motel that charges by the hour, and dumped her in that ballroom, she's newly deflowered.
Those aren't the lyrics!
Tom Collins, I don't know him, his face I'd like to pound. I'll rip out all his entrails, they'll spill out on the ground. I'll tear his heart to pieces, they'll say I am insane. And if I was a zombie, I would eat out all his brains.
Can you please sing what's written?
Tom Collins wants to see you, he'll raise to you this glass. Tom Collins says you'll drop trow and take it up the...
We told you those aren't the lyrics.
But those 1800 lyrics are so boring.
Hello again. My name's Bocephus Jones, and I'm here to talk about climate change. Now, when I was younger, before I went to prison, I had this great big pretty oak tree in my front yard, right in front of my trailer. And I would get my iced tea with lots of nice ice and sit under that tree in the nice shade, and it was cool on those summer days. It was so cool, and I had my refreshed iced tea. That was living. Now, I came out of prison 30 years later, and somebody chopped that tree right down. Chop, 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 right down. All I had left was a stump. So I went out there one hot summer day to buy a glass of iced tea, and I sat next to that stump, and I was like, ooh, Lord, this is going to be nice. There wasn't no shade. And it was hot, hot, hot. And you know what else happened? My ice cubes went, melted right away. I sat there and had warm iced tea and sweating. Now you can't tell me that cutting down that tree didn't make my front yard hotter, because it did. I mean, Saturday nights I like to stay up late and watch the 3 o'clock creature featured. I used to love those cannibal movies. You know, those little pygmy cannibals, the little short cannibals in the Amazon basin. Well, did you ever see them drinking iced tea when they're sitting there eating on those tourists? No! That's because we've been cutting down their trees. That's why you never see a cannibal with a glass of iced tea. Because they can't keep ice, because it's hot. It's hot. Then, there's the whole situation with my swimming hole. When I was a kid, my cousin Tommy Lee and I, we'd go down to a little pond down the way. We called it our swimming hole. We built us a great big tall tower. Yeah! We'd climb up that tower. It's like a platform. We'd dive right off. We'd like climb up that platform, and roar! Straight down. Just like we were in the Olympics. Yeah! So when I got out of prison, I sat there and said, Tommy Lee, come on, let's go down to our swimming hole. He said, no, Bocephus, it's too shallow to go down there now. I said, nah, it's fine. So I dragged him, woo, down the hills of that swimming hole. And we climbed up to the top of that tower. Oh! And I said, Tommy Lee, you're the oldest. You get the honor going first. He said, no, it's too shallow. I said, you're just being a wuss. So I said, you just need a little help, you know? So I gave him a little prod, I pushed him right off. And he sat there and died like old days. And boom, flash! They hit his head. They cranked his neck so bad his head rolled off. He was dead. I didn't know. There was only 2 inches of water left in that pond. Looked deep to me. I didn't know. Because, you know, when we were kids, the water was at least 3 feet deep, so yeah, you jumped off that big high thing, and you still hit your head on the bottom, but you know, just crank your neck a little bit. Just a little bit. It hurt for a day or 2, maybe a week, then it got better. I didn't know. And now we got Tommy's head bobbing up and down on a 2 inches of water in the swimming hole. That's climate change. That's heat evaporating that water, just like it melting my ice in my ice feet. And then they sit there and talk about cars. Cars. You know, they have the exhaust, it has carbon monoxide, dioxide, whatever kind of stuff it was. That stuff goes up, eats away the ozone layer, the sun's rays just come down, give everybody pox and sores and skin cancer. Blah. Well, I decided that after I killed my wife, I chopped her head off. You remember, you've heard that story before, because she was a cheating whore. I didn't feel guilty about chopping her head off, but I sure didn't miss her. I just wanted to hold her again, so I figured, you know, if I drove my car, well, actually, I don't have a car, I have a truck, of course. Duh. Anyway, I drove my truck to my garage, closed the garage door, turned that truck on, sat next to that exhaust pipe. I figured it put me nice to sleep, you know, that carbon monoxide, dioxide. I didn't go to sleep. I got hot. That exhaust was damn hot. And I choked a little bit going, and then I looked around and I realized, Bocephus, you don't even have a garage. And by that time, police pulled up, woo, and dragged my ass off to prison. Yeah. Carbon monoxide, dioxide. It made me choke. So you know when there's billions and billions of cars on this earth, especially like in China and places like that, you know it's choking the earth. Choking. Making everything hot. On my face, it was sweating and dripping. Anyway. Then, got the whole situation with hurricanes. I used to have a carport on this trailer. I've had lots of carports on these trailers, but they always get blown away. It's always hurricane, tornado, something coming. When I was a kid now, when we talked about hurricanes, it was like, do you remember back in 54, Hurricane Hazel? Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, do you remember Camille back in 69? Oh, that one was bad. Oh, that one was bad. How about Hugo in 89? That one was real bad. It was even worse than Camille. Those hurricanes were spaced far apart. Yeah, we had little ones here and there, but the big ones, they were spaced far apart. Nowadays, it's like, do you remember Charlie back in 2004? Do you remember Jean back in 2004? You remember Francis in 2004? How about Alvin in 2004? 4 hurricanes, big ones, in 1 year. And now we got Dorian and Matthew and Michael and so many I can't keep track of. Inez, something, I don't know. That is climate change. They're coming all over the place. This is my 9th trailer in 5 years. It's hard to keep finding trailers to squat in. You know, you wander around the county looking for things all the time, and every time I find trailers to squat in, it might already even have a roof blown off. But if it doesn't, I squat and say, oh, I got someplace to live. Hallelujah, because nobody wants to rent to an ex-convict. Sure enough, tornado, hurricane, boom! Those roofs go right off. No carport, no roof. My furniture that I stole sit there flying up in the air. At least I didn't fly up in the air. I'm still here talking to you. Well, actually, it comes down to this. Who do you want to believe? Do you want to believe the politicians that sit there and say, there's no climate change, there's no climate change, there's no climate change, there's no climate change? Or do you want to listen to scientists? There's hundreds of them saying, there is climate change, there is climate change, there is climate change, there is climate change. I know who I'm going to listen to. Those scientists have studied for years and years and years, and I'm done. I don't know damn thing except about my melting ice. So I'm going to believe people that study. I mean, those politicians. Come on, give me a break. You know what they're really doing. There's no climate change. Yeah, because that means they're getting stuff right in their pocket from those oil and coal companies and all those disgusting polluters. Woo, look at my money I got in my pocket. Oh, there's all this money. There's no climate change. Of course not. When there's like tons of money in your pocket, you're going to say whatever you need to say to keep getting more. While those scientists keep saying, there is climate change, there is climate change. And they got nothing in their pockets from nobody. They're telling you the truth. They're sitting there eating TV dinners at night because they don't have no money. So they're doing it because it's the right thing to do. And that's who I believe. I believe there's climate change. I believe this earth's getting terrible. We're going to leave a burning, dry, horrible place for our kids. Unless we do something about it. Now, that's all I got to say about climate change. This is Bocephus Jones, and I'll talk to you next time. Well, that's our show for this time. It's still not the show that I promised you. I don't know why they keep bringing these crazy guests onto the show. I mean, why did you bring Bocephus back with his head cutting? Why? And I don't even want to talk about that foul ghost fixing drinks, though Tom Collins isn't bad. It's not a gin and tonic, but it's not bad. At least they didn't bring Punny the Clown back, which is quite a relief because he was so offensive and mean to me. Knock knock! Oh no! Who let him back in the show? Oh! Knock knock knock! I'm not doing this! I'm not! Knock 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 knock! Who's there? Fart! I'm going to get whoever let him in the studio. I'm going to get him. Okay. Fart who?
Only Terrance would think a fart had a last name.
Why can't I have a classy show? Why are you trying to sabotage my show?
The cute cat of the day, meow!
Go away! Just go away! Ah! Someone bring me a gin and tonic. Oh, oh. A gin